everyone, it's Nicole from HealthyNYC. Welcome. Today we're going to be practicing a really wonderful Vinyasa flow with lots of poses to stretch the body. I'm not going to be using any props for this practice today, but you may want to have 2 blocks and a strap close by. So let's start at a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Walk your palms forward on the mat and gently place your forehead down. Just taking a few moments to connect with your breath. Breathing deeply into the hips. Let's take 3 more full rounds of breath here. Slowly start to come back up. Bring your knees together. We're going to stretch the tops of the feet. So interlace your fingers. Bring your arms up over your head. You can take any movement that feels good in the body. And let's come back down. Curl the toes under. Interlace your fingers, point your fingers out, arms up over your head. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And come into a tabletop pose. You're going to want your knees underneath your hips. Your wrists are aligned with your shoulders. Fingers are spreading nice and wide. Elbows are straight. Let's move through a few rounds of cat and cow. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Just take a few more at your own pace with your own breath. Warming up through the spine and the chest. Let's take 1 more full round. And come back to a neutral spine. We're going to be moving into thread the needle. So your right arm is going to thread under the left. You're placing your shoulder and your ear down on the mat. You can keep your hand next to your shoulder or stretch your arm up over your head, pressing into your fingertips. Really push into that right knee so your hips are staying level. Breathing deeply into the shoulders. You can either stay here or flatten your hand to the mat, outstretch your left leg back and lift it up. Your hip and your knee are facing down. Just take 3 more breaths here. And let's gently bring that knee back down. Press all the way back up to tabletop. We're going to move to the other side. So you're threading your left arm underneath your right. Take your arm position of choice. Pressing into the left knee, breathing deeply into the upper back. You can either stay here or flatten your hand to the mat and lift your right leg up. Your knee and your hip are facing down, hugging your lower belly. 2 more breaths here. And let's gently bring that knee back down to the mat and push up to tabletop. Reset your alignment if you need to. We're going to move into puppy pose, so your knees will stay as they are under your hips. Walk the palms forward and place your forehead gently down. Hug in your lower belly and try to press your chest down towards the mat. Stretching into the shoulders and the upper back. Let's lift up, slide onto our bellies for Sphinx Pose. Your elbows are under your shoulders, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat and lifting your heart. Let's take one more breath here. Melt down, and let's press back into our first downward facing dog. Your feet and your hands are at hip width distance apart. Fingers are spreading nice and wide. Elbows are straight. Let your head and neck be heavy. Hug in the lower belly and take any movement that feels good in the body. When you're ready, let's step to the top of the mat for a ragdoll fold. Your feet can be either at hip width distance or a little bit wider. Fingers can be placed on the mat, or you can grab onto opposite elbows. Bend your knees, sway from side to side. Free up lots of space for your neck. And just let yourself hang heavy. Press into both feet, come all the way up to stand, inch by inch into mountain pose. Your shoulders are down, palms facing forward. Take a breath here. And let's bring our hands to heart center. We're going to take 3 half sun salutations. So big toes together, heels apart. Inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist, bend your knees. Halfway lift, flat back, shine the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Hands at heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Let's come all the way up to stand. Hands at heart center. This is our last one. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's come all the way up to stand and move through our first flow. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant both of your palms, step your feet back. Let's inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can take cobra or up dog. And let's exhale back into downward dog. 3 breaths here. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, pressing into the fingertips and knuckles. On an inhale, right leg rises. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Straighten the right leg. Let's step it forward to the top of the mat. Keep your back knee up. Toe heel your right foot over to the edge of the mat. Place both hands on the inside of your foot. We're just moving through a few breaths of lizard pose, getting a nice moving stretch. Make sure you're pressing into the big toe on your right foot. Swaying front to back, shoulders are down. Let's pivot towards the left side of our mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Both feet are parallel to the short ends. You can place your hands on the mat or on your blocks. Take any movement that feels good here. Let's crawl the fingers forward. Pivot towards the front of your mat for an easy twist. Left hand down, right arm goes up to the sky. Looking wherever is comfortable for your neck. One more breath. Right hand comes down to the mat and let's move through a flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, back bend. And exhale into downward dog. Left leg rises on an inhale. Bend your knee, open up your hip nice and wide. Both shoulders are pressing down. Straighten the left leg. Let's carefully step forward. Toe heel your left foot towards the edge of the mat. Both hands are on the inside. Swaying back and forth in lizard pose. Try to keep your shoulders down, away from the ears. Let's pivot over to the right side of our mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Feel free to adjust your stance. Let's crawl the fingers forward, pivot towards the front of the mat for an easy twist. Right hand down, left arm stretches up to the sky. One more breath. Both hands come down. Let's move through a flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can take cobra or up dog. And exhale back into downward dog. Inhale the right leg up, keep it straight, stepping it through to our high lunge. Your back toes are curled under, your knee and ankle are aligned on the right, lifting up, using this nice strong core. Generous bend in the front knee. You may need to bend the back knee as well. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to step up into standing pigeon pose. So your left ankle is crossing over your right knee. Hips are going back, chest is staying lifted. Really flexing into the left foot. Hugging your lower belly to support the pose. Let's come all the way back up to stand. Bring the left knee in with you, moving into warrior 3. So kicking the left leg back, trying to get parallel to the mat. Bone is facing down. One more breath here. Both hands come down to the mat. Step your left foot back. We're moving into our runner's lunge. Drop the left knee. Left hand comes down. And let's take a low lunge quad stretch with a twist. You can stay in your twist or grab onto your left foot if the reach is available. Feel free to use the strap here as well. Pressing your hips forward and down. Getting a beautiful stretch in front of the left hip. Let's gently let that go and move through a flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, back bend. And exhale into your downward dog. Left leg rises on an inhale. Keep it straight, stepping it through to our high lunge. Your feet are at hip width distance, using your core to come all the way up. Both hip bones are facing forward. Let's bring our hands to heart center, stepping up into standing pigeon pose. So your right ankle is crossing over your left knee, hips are going back, chest is staying lifted. Flexing into the left foot. Let's take one more breath here. Come all the way up to stand, bringing the right knee in with you, moving into warrior three. Trying to get parallel to the mat. One more breath here. Both hands come down to the mat. Step the right foot all the way back for your runner's lunge. Drop your right knee. Place your right hand down on the mat. And we're moving into our low lunge quad stretch with a twist. Inhale the left arm back. Grab onto your right foot. You can stay in your twist or use the strap here as well. Let's take one more breath. Gently let that go, and let's move through our flow. Inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga, take your back bend, and let's meet in downward dog. Inhale the right leg up, keep it straight. Let's step it through to warrior one. So your back foot is pivoting at about 45 degrees. Generous bend in the front knee. Both hip bones are facing forward. Arms are reaching up to the sky. Let's take one more breath here. Bring your hands down to your waist, straighten your front leg. Move your back foot in a few inches to shorten your stance. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, hinging at the waist. Let's hold halfway. Hugging your lower belly, pressing into the back foot. And fold down into pyramid pose. You can place your hands on the mat or on your blocks. Scooping the left hip forward. Feel free to bend your front knee. Try to relax the upper body. Let's lift up about halfway. Place your left hand under your left shoulder. We're going to take Revolved Triangle. Right arm goes up to the sky. Hugging your lower belly. Feel free to use your block here. Take one more breath. Right hand comes down. Let's step back into our downward dog and move through a flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can take cobra or up dog. Exhale back into downward dog. When you're ready, left leg rises. Keep it straight and squared. Stepping it through to warrior one. Using your core to come all the way up to stand. Really pressing into the back foot. Let's circle the arms, place your hands on your waist, straighten your front leg, adjust your back foot. Both hip bones are facing forward. Inhale the arms up, lift the heart, and exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist, holding halfway. And let's fold down into pyramid pose. Scoop your right hip forward if it starts to open up. Bend your left knee as much as you need to. Let's lift up halfway. Place your right hand underneath your right shoulder, and let's move into Revolved Triangle by lifting our left arm up to the sky, hugging your lower belly. Both hands come down to the mat. Let's step back into downward dog and move through flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, back bend, and exhale into downward dog. Really stretch it out here. Let's come down and take a seat on the mat. We're going to move into a seated twist. So your left leg is bent, cross your right leg over the left. All four corners of your foot are down on the mat. Hug into your knee with your left arm. Inhale the right arm up and exhale into the twist. Nice flat back. Let's unwind and switch sides. Left leg is crossing over the right. Inhale your left arm up. Keep that length and exhale into the twist. Let's gently let that go. Come to a comfortable seated position. We're going to take a few breaths in meditation. So nice straight spine. You can place your hands on your knees or at your heart center. Gently bow your head, and we're just going to focus on the breath. So taking some deep inhales and exhales through the nose. And if your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the breath. Start to come back to your normal breath rhythm, keeping the eyes closed. Let's take an inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this flow. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you again soon. Namaste.